September 18th, 7:42 a.m. Clearwater Range Station. The interference is back. Low frequency, sub-audible hum. Not local equipment. No origin trace. It's identical to the one Eli recorded. I isolated it using a parabolic dish and a handheld field scanner. Signal strength climbs dramatically near mile marker 212 on the Northern Ridge Trail. I checked the weather logs. The barometric pressure spiked in that zone every night for the last 3 days. There's no station infrastructure up there. No power. No towers. No access roads. I ran a broadband spectrum sweep. It wasn't just noise. There's modulation buried in the signal. Deliberate structure. Repeating syntax. It's not human, but it's trying to be. I'm going back out today. I've packed the drone, standard thermal and visual spectrum, both rigged for auto-tracking. Brought extra batteries, infrared overlays, and a secondary uplink in case I lose direct connection. It's not just about capturing footage. I want real-time feedback this time, something I can measure while it's happening. The signal wavers in low-altitude zones, but spikes sharply with elevation. I'm betting the ridge will give me the clearest picture. If something's transmitting, or worse, responding, I want the drone between me and it when it happens. And the notebook? I'm taking it. It feels wrong to leave it behind. I copied every note and phrase onto my slate, cross-referenced with timestamps. Certain words in Eli's entries seemed to mirror the interference pulses, like he was repeating something he didn't realize. September 18th, 9:13 p.m., personal log. Field notes. The clearing exists. It's real. The spiral is gone, but there's a scorched impression. Burned pine roots. Ash frozen in frost. No wildlife, no wind. It's deathly quiet. Not just silent, muffled, like the sound itself has been stripped away. Even the snow crunch under my boots feels shallow, wrong. The air smells faintly metallic, like ozone and burnt plastic. There are no tracks leading in, not mine, not anyone's, even though I know I just arrived. The signal is strongest here. I flew the drone overhead. The live video feed was scrambled, but not randomly. Frames were looping. I ran diagnostics twice. It wasn't a transmission error. The loop was of me, standing in the clearing, not moving, like a freeze frame, but from an angle above me that shouldn't be possible. I reviewed the data. It wasn't a glitch. It was recorded, stored intentionally, which means something was observing from above before the drone ever launched. I pulled the analyzer. Signal strength was peaking. The tone was shifting, cycling between interference bands like it was mimicking known frequencies, emergency tones, number station intervals, even the cadence of human breathing. I took soil samples, photos, GPS logs. Everything looked right, except nothing matched the topographical map. The coordinates were real, but the elevation, slope, even tree layout were off by several degrees, like the landscape had been rebuilt from memory. I opened the notebook. The pages weren't blank, but they were different. There were layers beneath the writing, like old watermarks or UV ink, visible only when the light hit them just right. They moved when I tilted the page, not physically, but perceptually, like the lines were shifting within the paper. Shapes that reminded me of circuit diagrams or constellations. One resembled the clearing itself, from above. The original writing was still there, but under it, faint outlines. Notes I never wrote. Shapes, arrows, a spiral. And one phrase, pressed so lightly into the page, I almost missed it. You're repeating it. I made it back to the station. Not sure how. I remember walking, then not walking. I woke up at my desk, boots still muddy. Every monitor in the signal room was on. Spectrum analyzers, seismic feed, even the weather overlay. All showing the same word in spectral glitch. Receiving. I checked the recordings. My audio files stop halfway through the ridge trail. Except one. New file. Labeled Eli_2.wave. It's my voice. Only I'm asking questions I don't remember asking. And at the end, I whisper something. Your turn. Then silence. But the recording doesn't end. 7 seconds later, a low tone pulses through. Soft, steady, like a heartbeat muffled by static. Then the file corrupts. Frame skips. Bits of my own voice stitched back into the waveform, distorted. I looped it a dozen times, slowed it down, ran it through isolation software. One pattern keeps emerging. A phrase, layered beneath my own voice, almost imperceptible. We remember you. The interference hasn't stopped since, but I've started to understand it. The pulses, at least some of them, aren't random. When graphed out, they match the timing of the annotations in the notebook. Eli wasn't just hearing things, he was decoding. I don't think he realized it, but someone, or something, was teaching him how to listen. And now it's doing the same to me. Last night, I was able to predict the next frequency band 2 minutes before it activated. It repeated 3 times, then stopped, like it was waiting. I answered. A shortwave ping bounced from a portable repeater just outside the station. The hum returned instantly, louder, deeper, structured. It heard me, and for the first time since this started, I wasn't afraid. Tomorrow, I'm going back to the clearing, not just to investigate, but to follow it. I've already started packing gear, notebooks, batteries, backup drives. I'll leave a note at the ranger station this time, just coordinates and a single transmission. Not a message, not even a voice memo, just the signal. 3 short bursts, too long. Then, a sustained tone that rises in pitch over 12 seconds before cutting to silence. The same pattern it sent me, pulsed back through the repeater. If someone knows what to look for, they'll know where I went. If I don't come back, someone has to know where I went. Daniel's been following my logs. He never really stopped watching the ridge, not after what he saw. When I told him what I found, what I decoded, he didn't hesitate. He wants back in. He said he should have gone further the first time, that he owes Eli something, that we both do. And as an experienced ranger, he knows these woods better than anyone. He's already packing. Whatever Eli started, I think it's still unfinished. And we're the ones meant to finish it.